With the end of the saga to Star Wars, we have to talk about one of the best Star Wars games to grace us with its presence.
Sector is clear. Not clear, not clear!
No, not that one. No, not that one either. Now, this is pod racing. No. What I'm talking about... Oh yeah, that's the good shit. The gaming industry is worth billions of dollars. From shooters to platformers, survival to battle royale, and in hopes to captivating the hearts of the next generation of gamers. Thousands of games are developed every year. Some hit, some miss, some shake the world. Star Wars Battlefront 2 was published by Pandemic Studios and was the sequel to the studio's previous game, Star Wars Battlefront. The first Battlefront game was published the year before in 2004 and was released to coincide with the Star Wars Trilogy DVD set coming out, which was a commercial success. And we all know that when something is a commercial success or well received, they just gotta pump out another one, good or bad. In this case, it was good. Yay! Star Wars Battlefront 2 was also a commercial success and was well received by all critics and gamers alike. It was originally announced in early 2005 at the third Star Wars celebration promoting the release of Revenge of the Sith, and the game launched later that year in October. It was to be told as an autobiography from the perspective of an unknown veteran clone trooper from the 501st. For those who haven't been granted the rank of Master, the 501st was one of the largest clone armies for the Galactic Republic, and they were there with Anakin, Darth Vader, when he led the attack on the Jedi Temple during Order 66. If you haven't caught on yet, you basically are living the lives of the clone troopers throughout the entire saga at the time of the prequels. The game featured newer vehicles, playable characters, maps, game mechanics, and missions compared to the previous Battlefront. Don't get me wrong, Battlefront 1 was superb, but Battlefront 2 just had more going for it than the first one did. AI programming during these simulations were a lot more advanced in Battlefront 2. You couldn't just grab a ship on Geonosis and stay afloat zapping the enemy team despite having only one ticket left. Yeah, we all did that and you weren't special. Squad commands allowed you to control up to 4 AI NPCs who stuck on you like a well-oiled machine. Lose a man? Well, look at there, plenty of able-bodied veterans fresh from the simulations ready to take your fallen squad mate's place. The autobiographical story mode allowed for a fresh perspective into the Star Wars universe as opposed to Battlefront 1's lack of anything really. Heck, even different game modes like Capture the Flag and Hunt were a phenomenal improvement. Well, Hunt was my shit, but Capture the Flag? It's alright. I suppose the only real thing Battlefront 1 had on its predecessor had been that you could see more people during battles, which allowed 64 players. Battlefront 2 only went up to 32. Another advantage Battlefront 1 had were that vehicles felt a bit more realistic, but that's subject to personal opinion. Fun fact, the actor that played Jango Fett and his clone troopers in Star Wars Episode 2 and 3 happened to be the voice actor in not just Battlefront 2, but also Battlefront 1. And numerous other Star Wars games. But let's get back to the show, shall we? The biggest difference, however, in my opinion, between Star Wars Battlefront 1 and Battlefront 2 would probably be the addition of playable heroes and villains. Sith versus Jedi, scruffy-looking nerf herders versus the Chad bounty hunters. It was amazing, yet some critics disagree with that statement. GameSpot went on the record saying, the addition of Jedi, though looking good on paper, did not end up feeling as epic as expected, which I respectfully disagree, but to each his own. Careful not to choke on your aspirations, GameSpot. For me, there was nothing quite like the feeling of playing as your first Force character for the very first time. All that potential power unleashed as you dash through the field smiting everything in your path. Oh, the unlimited power. You know what I'm talking about. Now let's talk about launch. The 2005 Battlefront 2 game was one of the first games I played online multiplayer on, when online multiplayer was just beginning to kick up its presence in the gaming industry. And what a time to be alive and a stupid teenager it was. It received an 84% on Metacritic from their PS2 and Xbox version, and the game placed 6th in overall sales for 2005, and sold over 6 million copies by 2007. It was praised for its single-player storyline and for dealing with a lot of issues that the first Battlefront game was plagued with. But if you were one of those people that would use Vader and spam the unlimited force choke exploit, or, with Darth Sidious, just know that I hate you and you were the reason we have midichlorians. Anyway, the game placed 6th in overall sales for 2005, and the PSP version went on to sell over 500,000 copies as well. Later on in 2007, it would become Xbox's second most played title and third in 2008, only to come back to second in 2009. The game was held in universal renown for such a compelling and improved single-player experience, but the real winner has been the online multiplayer, as long as you could find a well-connected match, that is. The original servers for the online game function were first shut down in 2004 by GameSpy Technology, and then revived by EA for just 1 month after. Yes, you heard me, 1 month. Oh, thank you, EA, for gracing us with your charitable 1-month donation, along with a subscription to my wallet, jackasses. However, the PC versions of the game, i.e. Steam and GOG crossplay, were brought up again in 2017 and came back on Xbox through backwards compatibility in 2018. Sorry, but no PlayStation revival. You guys get the remakes. Meh. Well, let's move on. Look, the Force was strong with this young one. It had everything a 14-year-old me was looking for in a multiplayer Star Wars game. The heavy Star Wars lore, fantastic missions that recaptured the films to an enjoyable level, multiplayer battles that soothed my hunger for clone troopers, breathtaking level design, well, for its time. I see you sexy polygons, you. Sexy orgasmic music, and lightsaber battles that ended in me accusing my brother of cheating every time I lost. Even if you have never played this game, you haven't missed out, and I still recommend it wholeheartedly today. Seriously, I give it 7 death sticks out of 5. You can currently get it on Steam, PSP, Xbox backwards compatibility, or if you're like me, bust out the old PS2 and play that bad boy there. Who needs friends? Star Wars Battlefront 2 the game. 2005 shook the world.